Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals with that little update I told you I was going to give you on the weekend about taxes. First thing I want to talk about is sales tax. Sales tax is different all over the different states. Every state has their own sales tax regulations on coins. Some states have sales tax on everything, coin related, everything bullion related. There is no exemptions whatsoever. Some states have partial exemptions, Florida being one of them. Example would be Florida sales tax here. Florida sales tax, Florida actually, the rules read that if you are spending $500 or more in the state of Florida for foreign gold, foreign bullion coins, pandas, not U.S. coins, but foreign, anything over $500 in bullion coins is exempt in the state of Florida. Same thing applies to gold and silver bars. In Florida, there's a sales tax exemption if you're spending more than $500 on gold and silver bars. That applies to bars and foreign precious metal type items, including, like I said, 20 franc pieces, like Krugerrands, Maple Leafs, and all the Australian products. They're sales taxable unless you're spending more than $500. That's the law. However, any U.S. coins, whether it's a 1794 penny, $20 gold piece, American Eagles, the gold buffaloes, the current products that they sell, all and any U.S. gold and silver products and coins are exempt from sales tax. There is no sales tax. Again, however, if you're in Florida, if you're spending less than $500 on foreign bullion, like Broward County, 7%, different counties have different tax rates, anywhere probably from 5% to 8% or something like that. Again, Broward, 7% on bars and foreign coins under $500. But again, in Florida, if you're spending anything over $500, completely sales tax exempt. And that includes currency too, believe it or not, currency and collectibles. My father and some other gentlemen in the coin industry and myself, we were all instrumental in getting that sales tax removed from Florida because Governor Martinez actually included coins and precious metals in sales tax, and it took us a few years to get that removed. But again, that is the current law in the state of Florida as I know it. There's been nothing changed, but they could change at any time. Fortunately, we live in a sales tax-free environment for the most part. Again, unless you're buying those particular products and you're spending under $500. Another quickie thing that I've gotten quite a bit, and this one is really a touchy one. And let me remind you through all this, I am not an accountant, I am not a bookkeeper, I'm not a tax expert, I'm not a tax attorney. I'm just giving you what I believe I know. Don't operate on exactly what I'm telling you. Check it out for yourself. And again, I always recommend talk to a tax attorney or an accountant. They know way more about this stuff. But these are things that I am aware of. Again, I'm not an expert. I advise you check it out before taking my word for it. But anyway, a lot of people come in looking for bullion, whether they're buying or selling. They have this $10,000 mark in their head. They believe that they have to spend less than 10 or sell less than 10. Or for some reason they believe that the government's spying on them if they're doing anything over 10 or something. And that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. The $10,000 comes from a Form 8300, and it doesn't have to be $10,000. That's kind of the limit. But if it's a suspicious transaction, a Form 8300 can be filled out for almost any amount for less than $10,000, and that gets into another topic. But anyway, a Form 8300 says that if someone comes in to me to buy anything, I don't care if I'm selling books, I don't care if we're selling whatever, medications, I don't care who it is, Walgreens. If someone comes in and spends more than 10 grand in cash, Walgreens has to fill out an 8300 form. That applies to everyone. They have to fill out 8300 forms. That includes precious metal dealers, car dealers, and everyone. So whoever sells product, no matter what the product is, if it's over 10 grand, they need to fill out an 8300 form. But for some reason, people have it stuck in their heads. And by the way, this was from the old drug laws from many, from the 80s or something, that they felt that would prevent people from doing shady things, which it never really did, just created more paperwork, in my opinion. However, the Form 8300 is required to be filled out. And there's other rules around that. that 8,300 could be also a like transaction, and that gets into structuring. And the reason I want to bring this up is because there's so many really nice, innocent people that aren't doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything illegal. They're hardworking Americans, and I can't tell you how many of them are over, really elderly, and they got this weird fear in their head that they're going to get taxed and punished if they do something over 10 grand. Don't ask me where that fear comes from, because it is really not true at all. If you have legal money, you can buy or sell whatever you want. There's nothing illegal about what you're doing. The only thing that the government wants is, and what the law says is, they want their, they want to make sure you're not doing anything illegal, and they also want to make sure that you're paying your taxes. So if you're coming in here to sell me, $1 million, you've got $1 million of gold or $50,000 gold, and you come in and think, oh, I better not do it. It's over 10,000. I'll get reported. Blah blah blah. No, that's not true. That's not true. Taxes are your responsibility, and I'll get into that next. But anyway, the $10,000 limit only applies to if you're spending $10,000 in cash with any establishment. They are required to fill out an 8,300. Also, any establishment that thinks that you are trying to spend like $100,000 and do it in $10,000 increments just to get out, get out of the rule, get away from it, and stuff like that, is also sorely mistaken, because that's called structuring as well. So you can't just, if you're dealing with a legit business like we are, and you come in and you say, well, I got 100 grand, I want to spend it over a course of time and not show up on any records. Well, first off, we ain't going to do that to you. We're going to send you out the door. I don't want to even talk to people like that. But anyway, and we are supposed to fill out a suspicious activities report. And, if I had the ability to get that person's name and thought they were trying to hide cash, that's my obligation to do that. But however, the fact of the matter is that, again, we don't see those kind of people here. We don't, and most legit businesses, I would say most all legit businesses don't see those kind of people. That kind of illegal money goes through frickin' banks, or offshore accounts or whatever. It doesn't go through local businesses. But here nor there, we do have to follow 8,300 rules, and the same rules that a lot of banks do. And again, knowing your customers, because it's just the law. And again, what I was going to say, that if you have $100,000 and you went into a coin shop or even Walgreens, I don't care where you went, in and said, hey, listen, I want to spend 100 grand, and I want to split it up so the government doesn't know. You're breaking the law. That's called structuring, and I believe it's a felony. And again, I'm not a tax expert, tax attorney, so this is something you should check on your own. Don't go by what I'm saying. Again, research and check for yourself what I'm saying, and I would check with a professional. But I believe that is structuring, and it is illegal. You don't want to have anything to do with that. And but the funny thing is, like I said, you get these little old ladies come in, and I'm sorry to say this, I shouldn't say little old ladies, but you get these little old ladies that are living on Social Security, and they got a little bit of money, and they're like worried, is this getting reported? Am I gonna? I said, no. You talk to your tax accountant, talk to your accountant, and it's innocently done, but it could be misconstrued. And again, you got to know what you're doing before you walk into places, especially like mine. If you come in and say anything like that, your ass is booted out the door, that you're trying to structure anything. And again, my suggestion is, come in and ask a dealer or someone that knows about the stuff, what they know about it. Just don't assume everything 10,000 coming and going. That's like I don't know what, it's like a rumor that spread 20 or 30 years ago, and people just keep repeating it, and it's just bad information that could get you in a lot of trouble or other people in trouble, and innocently. Anyways, here's something about another thing is know your customers. So it's really banks and people that do cash need to kind of know who they're dealing with, and these are the different kind of things that nature of suspicions, what they tell you to kind of look for in the industry. But again, like I said, it had that $10,000 limit is nothing to do with what most people think it is. Go online, look a little bit for yourself, and do things the right way. Trust me, do things the right way. And when I say do things the right way, I don't insinuate that anyone is purposely trying to do anything wrong. But, if you do something wrong, even mistakenly, you can get in trouble, and you don't want that. You want to make your money, pay what you need to pay fairly, and live a happy life. What you don't want to be is this guy. So, because tax evasion is illegal. So again, as I said several times over the course of this little video, I am not a tax expert. I'm not a tax attorney. There's so much information available online, but you got to figure out what's good, what's bad. And I always recommend talk to a tax attorney about this kind of stuff. And if you have a friend that's an accountant, they can tell you this kind of stuff as well. Again, like I said, pay your taxes. It's very important, especially on gold, silver, and precious metals. And I believe, from what I've heard, the type of taxes that you will pay on your gold and silver and precious metals, it's called capital gains tax. And you can type in capital gains tax under Google. I like DuckDuckGo, but whatever your search engine is, type in capital gains tax. And it'll explain what it is. Capital gains tax is levy assessed on a positive difference between the sale price of an asset, which is your precious metals, and the original purchase price. So when you sell your gold and silver, you are obligated to pay capital gains tax. And that's no different than anything else. If you're buying art, if you're buying rare coins, if you're buying rare cars, if you buy a rare car for $100, you sell for $200, you are obligated to pay capital gains tax, and precious metals are no different. And as I said, talk to your accountant and your bookkeeper and a tax attorney if you have one, just to check what I'm telling you is correct. But I'm pretty sure it is. Let's take a look. Oh, look, there I got a picture of an accountant right there. I was going to flash the accountant every time I did that. I guess he could be a tax attorney too. So a guy with a suit and a tie, professional. That's what you need to answer your questions on this kind of stuff. And I highly recommend it because, it takes so much effort and time to make money. The last thing you want to do is give it away because you made a tax mistake. You just don't want to do that. So do it the right way and follow the way it should be done. Pay your taxes. See that? Tax paid. You made your profit. You gave part of the taxes on that profit. You did it the right way, and you walk away with the rest, and you're not looking over your shoulder. That is the way to do it. And again, for those of you that are fearful about spending 10 grand or doing this or doing that, don't make assumptions about tax laws. Just don't do it. Go and find out, and if you can't find out on your own, and even if you do, I still recommend you consult a professional. Anyway, that's all for taxes, and I'm sorry, I hope I didn't bore you, because really taxes and accounting and all that stuff really is boring. However, it's the little things that can get you in trouble, so watch out for the little things, and you should be able to enjoy your life and enjoy the profits that you do make on your gold and silver. Okay? Anyways, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great evening, and check out our other pro tips. And please, if you get a chance, definitely like us and subscribe to my videos. It shows me that you're watching. Have a good evening.